We ride together.
We
Together. Bad marriage for life.
So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
Yes.
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
I think it was about 4 years ago. Started a friendship with August. And we actually became really, really good friends. And from there, you know, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over.
No, we were over.
And then what did you do, Jada?
I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
An entanglement?
Yes. The one thing I'll say about you and I is that there's never been secrets.
Right.
For all of us who look up to people to model in our lives, relationships, and marriages, we sometimes get sucked into what we see celebrities do on our television screens without realizing that what we see is all for entertainment purposes. Some of you want your spouses to do with you and for you the things you see them do, like the things you see celebrities do. This should be an awakening for all of us.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, you know, not involving romanticism. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, you know, and I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her. I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it. So much so to the point that I can die right now and be okay with knowing that I truly gave myself to someone.
The Jada and Will Smith marriage is by far one of the worst forms of humiliation I have seen a wife do to a man she's married to and have kids with. But first, I must be clear that you might be a little disappointed if you're someone who cannot handle a fair analysis, because I'm using their story to help ours. I'm not here to say things to make you comfortable, rather to teach life lessons that will help someone. So like always, leave your comments down in the comment section, and please like this video and hit the notification bell. As a wife, there are 3 things that I observe that hopefully we all can learn from and not make the same mistakes. 1, never marry someone with the hope that he or she will change for you or grow to develop love when their heart is with someone else. We see in this marriage that Jada clearly states on one of her Red Table Talks, and I think in a couple of interviews she had, that she did not want to get married. She cried all through her wedding day, walking down the aisle, because she did not want to be married to Will. She did not want to be married. She did not want to have kids. But she only did because it was all her mom's idea and Will wanted to be married. So she went ahead with the wedding, but that was not something she wanted for herself. He knew she did not love him. He knew she did not want to be a wife or a mother. Being a wife or a mother was not her thing, and she was very clear with that. But he went ahead, yet he married her, probably thinking that maybe the fame or the money would have made her change her mind or fall in love with him, when clearly we all can see that after more than 26, 27 years, I think, Since Tupac died, this woman is still in love with him, with the ghost. I mean, yes, that's how bad it is for their marriage. That he's alive, he's right there next to her, yet her heart is still with Tupac in the grave after all these years. And listening to the entanglement on the Red Table Talk, it could be that August made her feel like Tupac did. Or like she said, it had been a long time since she felt good, right? That's what she said. It had been a long time since she felt good. So she just wanted to feel good. So who knows? Maybe since he made her feel the way Tupac made her feel, or maybe he looks, because if you look at August, oh, his image is more closer to Tupac than that would be of Will, because I mean he has the tattoos all over him. Will doesn't, at least now that I know. Or maybe she felt so good that comparing it to what her husband makes her feel, maybe it was nothing compared to that. And that takes us to my second point. They have openly talked about their decision to go on living separate lives, meaning they can each be sexually involved with another person and it was okay, no secret in their marriage. But let's consider the fact that in these, what people describe as open relationships or open marriages, most times people develop feelings over time. And when I say feelings, I'm talking about whether it's feelings of falling in love for the extra partner or feelings of resentment for the actual partner. According to August, in his interview, he expressed what he felt. According to him, he felt genuine love for this woman. And the third thing that I see in here is people should stop seeing their marriages as partnership. Because a partnership describes a relationship between people that do trade or business. So if you continue to see your marriage as a partnership, definitely you're only in there for the gains of it. And she clearly says in this interview,
I feel like you're a straight talker,
I am.
except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us
Yeah.
how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, you know? And we hadn't figured that out.
so after we've listened to this, can you imagine that even though this marriage was not working, they have been separated for over 7 years now, or let's say about 7 years. They stay in there pretending to be married. And even to the extent of Will slapping his longtime friend while the world was watching the Oscar. All because they could not figure out how to continue the partnership. It was all about the business part of it. Looking at what they would gain financially from pretending to the public to be married and generating more money from their partnership rather than public divorce that will cause them to lose your attention in your time, which generates their wealth. Please, my people, let's be careful who or what we try to emulate in our lives and marriages.